We're down the beach, but it's not the summertime, man. Why else would we be down here, Nick? 302 Sports Weekly. We're on the road yet again. Week 2 on the road. Down here at the Buffalo Wild Wings in Rehoboth. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to 302 Sports Weekly. Of course, Patrick Ariani. Next to me, Nick Alessandrini. Nick, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Pat. Down the beach. It can't be any better than being down the beach. We'll talk to Betty in a second, but it's been great. Ready to get started.
That's it. Don't forget to hit the Tanger outlets. Anyway, like you said, each week we're going to be giving out some merchandise. So get down to the show. Whether we've been on the road the last 2 weeks, we'll be back up at Christiana soon. Wherever you guys are, look at the calendar, see where we're going to be. And get out to the show because we're going to be giving away 302 Sports merchandise. There's going to be some Buffalo Wild Wings scratch-offs, so you could win some free items or some discounted items. And one lucky fan each night will be going home with a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card as long as you tell your waiter or waitress that you're here to see the show. So before we get rolling, let's continue it going here. Welcome in our main man tonight, Benny Mitchell.
Hey, I want to welcome you guys to Sussex County. God's country, baby. And I also want to welcome Delmar, Woodbridge, and Cape Henlopen that are all here behind us tonight. Welcome to the 302 show. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Hey. Welcome in. God's country. You got 2 Catholic school boys here, man. It's going to be good to go. Good to go. And we got some great guests tonight here, Nick. Like you said, we got Coach Dave Hearn, head coach of Delmar, some players. Woodbridge head coach Ed Manlove, and some players coming. As long as Jodi Hollamon, head coach of the #1 ranked Delmar field hockey team, she'll join us. And also Coach Kate Austin from Cape Henlopen.
Also ranked #1.
Yeah. D1 and D2. So it's going to be a great show. Stick right around. And before we get going with our guests, let's hop right in and do some recaps, right? Our 302 Sports and Fox Sports game of the week pitted Salesianum against Smyrna. It's been a rivalry the last couple of years. And Nick, how did this one go?
Yeah, well, we're going to roll the tape here in a second. Sally's coming in #5, Smyrna #9, trying to stay in that top 10. So getting started early here, you're going to see the opening kickoff. And Pat, we've known the past couple of years this has been a pretty good matchup, so everyone on hand, very excited for this one.
Yeah, very high scoring usually.
Yeah, so we'll look out to what we got. Sally's getting started early. They hold the Eagles, force a punt, but Kevin Ferris, he tells the offense to stay on the sideline because I'm going to take this one all the way myself for the 52-yard touchdown right there for him. Sally's up 7-0 early in this one. Then later on in the first, Sally set up nicely at the Smyrna goal line. Full house package, Andrew Watkins takes it in for the easy 1-yard score. Sal's up early, 14-0 here, Pat. So Smyrna, they're going to have to get something going, trying to rally here later in the second. They're in Sally's territory. Sanchez throws the quick screen to the slot. Devin Smith, he makes his first defender miss, and then how about one more? You would take it the rest of the way. 43-yard, much-needed Smyrna touchdown. After the 2-point conversion was successful, Salesianum still up 14-8. Now later on in the second, Smyrna would run behind that powerful O-line as the freshman and younger brother of former Eagle Will Knight powers it in for the 5-yard touchdown. Smyrna would go up at the half after another 2-point conversion, 16-14.
I was going to say. Yeah, 25, another Knight, #25. That's a familiar sight down there in Smyrna.
He's able to punch it in. Now we fast forward to the fourth. Same score. Andrew Watkins takes the handoff off the right side, punches it in for the Sally's touchdown. Watkins would also convert on the 2-point conversion. Salesiano now lead 22-16. You'll see the 2-point conversion here from Watkins as he's able to punch it in. Sally's now up 22-16. Then we're now over to the next possession for Smyrna, trying to even up the score. Knight in the Wildcat takes the snap, but he meets up with Colin Fowler, who causes the fumble. It's scooped up by Matthew Scott, who takes it the remaining 40 yards for a huge Salesianum touchdown. Sally's now looking at a 12-point lead, 28-16. And then the icing on the cake here, you see Andrew Watkins' third touchdown of the day. This one comes from 12 yards out, and Sally scores 21 points in the final 9 minutes to capture a big victory over Smyrna, 35-16. The Sal's get the win.
It's a big win for Sally's, moves them to 7-2, and gets them really in that playoff that it's proceeding at this point. Continuing this one along, going in.
It also tightens it up that 6th spot, and now you have 3 teams that are going to be fighting for that 6th spot because Sally's probably sealed the deal.
Yes, and then Benny, speaking of, you had a pretty a decent matchup going into the game here. Our 302 Sports downstate game of the week, Sussex Central versus CR. And how did that one end up?
Well, let's go ahead and let's roll tape.
Roll it.
And for 3 quarters, we got everything we expected from this game.
Yeah.
The two teams kind of felt each other out, traded hard hits, traded some punts, and it looked like we're going to have a battle. Caesar Rodney, they win the toss and they take the ball. They're going to test that Sussex Central defense early in the game. And but at 1:50 left in the first quarter, Zion Reed, he goes 4 yards on a belly for a touchdown. And the Golden Knights, they strike first, and they lead 7-0 near the end of the first quarter. And this got the Sussex Central defense rolling, holding Caesar Rodney to negative yards at this point of the game. And another coming up, Zion Reed touchdown, a 1-yard run this time. And they take a 14-0 lead into the half. And it's homecoming at Sussex Central, the long halftime, and we kind of had a sense that the Riders' defense they were playing well enough to stay in this game. They just needed one big offensive play. They get a big boot out of their kicker. Watch this, all the way through the end zone. Joe Delgado kicks it through the end zone. Let me tell you, the winds were crazy down there, 18 to 20 mile an hour winds, and we see it here. A 31-yard field goal by Samron Sam. He's kicking that into an 18 to 20 mile an hour wind.
That's impressive. Wow.
And then early in the fourth quarter, it was the big fullback, Kasim Lewis. Time. He goes in from 3 yards out like a bull, face mask, no problem. Sussex Central 24-0. And then this is really where the battle gets out away from J.R. Isaac Barnes, connects with Shaheem Williams on a hitch pass. Williams does the rest, making defenders miss on his way to a 30-yard pitch and catch for a touchdown. 31-0. Sussex Central. And then on the next possession, the CR punt goes off the back of his up back.
Oh, no.
And Terrell Sturgis is there to grab the ball near the goal line, gets tackled into the end zone. Touchdown, Sussex Central. They turned what was a battle in the third quarter into a running clock. 39-0. The Golden Knights play Indian River this week and looking probably at a 4th seed in the upcoming Division I state tournament.
That snag, that one-handed snag. I mean,
that was it's not getting away from me grab.
That was, extremely impressive. And like you said, that again kind of clears this playoff path as we're heading into Week 10. Sussex Central's playing great football.
Playing outstanding defense, and they're playing well enough on offense to make a run here.
So we're going to see how it goes. We've got big Week 10 coming up, and we'll break that down a little bit later. But up next, we'll talk a little bit of volleyball. We got Mike and Jay, of course, not here tonight. They're covering stuff for 302 Sports as we speak, and we might even be getting an update from them at some point during the show, so keep an eye out for that. But last night, they were checking out the volleyball quarterfinals. In fact, they were at St. Elizabeth, but they also were keeping an eye on other games as well, and they have a full breakdown of what exactly has gone down in volleyball. So let's take it over to you, Mike and Jay.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus: wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Welcome to St. Elizabeth High School. Mike Lanning, Jason Winchell. Let's talk a little volleyball. We saw some quarterfinal action. We'll get to that in a second. Jason, let's go back to the first round. What game stands out to you in that round?
St. George is the 24 seed, taking down the 9-seeded CR Riders in 4 sets. Great match. Great win for that St. George's Tech program, and a great first round upset for them.
I'm going to stay in the Henlopen North. We had a rematch, Cape Henlopen and Dover, as they went to 5 sets. No surprise there. They were very even this season, and that was the match of the first round as far as length goes. It was the 5-setter. Unfortunately, Cape Henlopen went down in the second round of Paddle, but they had a great season again down there for Cape. And Dover, congratulations to them, back in the tournament after a long absence. So that's the first round. Those are the 2 upsets. Most of the first round went by chalk, but obviously not that St. George's match. And there were a couple of other minor upsets in the first round. So we'll move into round number 2. Now, you were at Archmere Saturday night, but which second round match stands out to you?
I thought by style of play it was definitely that Newark Charter Delmar Christian. Great win for the Newark Charter Patriots, a team that last year missed the playoffs. This year they advanced to the quarterfinals.
That's right. And me, I'm going to go to Ursuline, where I was in Tower Hill, beating Delaware Military Academy. An 11 seed over 6 seed. Looks like an upset on paper, but not really. Tower Hill playing well at the end of the season, and they played a very good match against DMA. And also, I want to mention the second match that night, Red Lion against Ursuline. the Lions played a heck of a match, and they gave Ursuline everything they could handle. It was a sweep, but it didn't feel like it. Congratulations to the Lions, and I wanted to point that out. They were outstanding. Let's move to tonight's quarterfinal action here at St. E Center. The first matchup. I'll talk about that one a little bit.
Yeah, it's a big win for Ursuline, the defending champs. I thought Tower Hill was going to give them a match. They did. Ursuline was able to break through at the end of each set and sweep away Tower Hill and get back to the semifinals Thursday night.
And they will
St.
meet
Mark's.
Ursuline, who we just saw. They will meet
Archmere,
who we just saw defeat St. Mark's in 3. A lot of weapons for the Hawks. They look really good tonight, overcoming, I thought, a really game St. Mark's team with led by Savannah Siemens. And I saw a lot of building blocks there for St. Mark's. The Hawks are ready to go, I believe, on Thursday night. It's going to be a rematch of a 5-setter during the regular season. Last week of the regular season, it should be an outstanding night. We're waiting. We have Wilmington Chargers also moved to the semis.
And they'll face the winner of Padua Conway, who's playing as we speak right now. We will mention Thursday on the NFHS Network, powered by 302 Sports. We will have Archmere St. Mark's and the Padua Conrad winner versus Wilmington Charter. So tune in then.
It's at 6 p.m. On the NFHS Network. And you can watch all the playoff action on NFHS, powered by us. I think that's going to wrap it up.
That will wrap it up from here, and we will see everyone Thursday night at St. Mark's.
Bye-bye, everybody.
And welcome back. Special thanks to Mike and Jay there for breaking down volleyball playoffs. Semifinal tomorrow night at St. Mark's, and the final will be Monday night on the NFHS Network, powered by 302 Sports. Make sure you check that out. We're going to take a short commercial break, but when we come back, we've got some great guests. We're joined by Jodi Hollamon from Delmar Field Hockey and Kate Austin from Cape Henlopen Field Hockey. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next.
He began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to 302 Sports Weekly. Once again on the road down here in Rehoboth. Now we're getting into the good stuff, right? The interviews. Going to talk to the geniuses around the state of Delaware. This specific field hockey. We are joined here by Coach Jodi Hollamon of Delmar and Coach Kate Austin of Cape Henlopen. Guys, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Katie and Jodi, thanks for accepting our invitation and coming on the show. This is our first time in Rehoboth Beach. This is our first time doing field hockey. So you're our first coaches on. And so let's get into it. Let's talk some hockey. And Coach Hollamon, I'm going to start with you. Let's start with, since your tournament's first, it's going on right now and it's underway, and with the first round being played today, being pushed back. Saturday you host Archmere at 1 o'clock, and they're an unfamiliar opponent. It's for your first game. How do you approach this week, especially with the days off, the 3 days off you had to prepare, but you've been off for 10 days?
We have to mix it up a little bit of practice, focus on different things, one day attack, one day defense, work on offensive corners, and focus on some things that we needed to improve after our last 2 games against Sussex Tech and Polytech. And the 10 days off, I don't really like, the girls don't really like, because let's face it, we all like to play games, but going out to practice and being able to adjust some things, scrimmage each other, and challenge each other at practice day in and day out to keep them motivated is very important. And playing an opponent that we don't know, I think, is great. We're very familiar with all of our Henlopen opponents, and for the girls not to know the team that we play, I think, gives them a little bit of a different challenge.
Right. And for folks upstate watching us down here, to tell you how close Sussex County is, I really don't know these two, but I know a little bit about their families. Jodi's husband, I know from the Little League days in Millsboro, and Kate, your mother, was my gym teacher in high school, so I don't know what that means, except somebody's old and she's here. So Coach Medad, it's all good. So.
That's it, eh?
And Coach Medad was a coach at C's Rodney and Sussex Central, and Kate's her daughter. But your bracket, it's quite a bit different in Division I. The top side of the bracket, I don't think you could put names in a hat and have this happen like this, but very familiar teams in the top half of the bracket, all Henlopen Conference opponents. Smyrna, Poly, Sussex Tech are all there. So to reach the finals again this year, you're going to have to get by some pretty familiar teams. And it starts with Smyrna, a team that you beat 2-0 with 2 goals in the second half this year. Were you business as usual this week, or does your planning and approach change having to go against a familiar opponent in the first round?
Well, we've told the girls all along that really we're our toughest competition. If we're at the top of our game, I don't think anybody D1 is going to touch us, but we have to show up every day. So that part is definitely business as usual, stressing the things that we know we need to improve on. But we plan everything for the team that we're going to see. We've been watching film every day. I think I've watched the Smyrna film 50 times in the past week just to have all the things that we need to key on ready to go.
Right. And Coach Hollamon, what a year you're having at Delmar. Congratulations on another Southern Division championship, and you're carrying a 40-game win streak into this year's tournament. Last loss coming October 22nd, 2016 to Cape Henlopen. So your girls have outscored opponents 100-1 this season. First of all, again, congratulations, but part of your job heading into this weekend, keeping your girls mentally grounded, how do you keep them hungry when you're having this much success on the field?
We talk about taking one game at a time, focusing on the team that we have to play on Saturday first. Always trying to stay hungry by motivating them in practice, motivating them with a little food, team dinners, get-togethers, and things to just keep our team bonding. And because it's not just about the game on the field, it's about the girls connecting with each other and wanting to win for each other. And as long as we can do that and have that desire to win another state championship and have that feeling again. I think the ones that were on the team last year obviously won it again, and then we have some new players that have a whole nother level of desire to win it as well.
Good. And Coach Austin, the Lady Vikings, they've been equally impressive this year. Congratulations on another Henlopen Conference Northern Division championship. You're in a similar situation with Kate, winning 6 of the last 7 state championships dating back to 2011. Same question, to avoid the upset bug, what do you find the overall mental preparation important, and how do you keep your team hungry?
Yeah, we really focus on the mental aspect all week. One of our assistant coaches prints out papers that she gives the girls with different sayings on them. Today we watched a couple videos to get a theme for the day. Today our theme was make it count. Every pass you make, every shot you take, every tackle, everything you do, make it count, because it's a new season and it could be the last game that you play, the last practice that you have, and that motivates our girls because we lost 2 years ago and they don't want that feeling again. And we remind them of what it felt like to sit on Tower Hills Field after losing in the quarterfinal round, and that's that reminder that it can sting and we don't want to feel that.
Now,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
This is for both of you guys. Now, obviously, with the dominance you guys have showed, you got to find a way to challenge your players. That's for every sport across the board. And what both your teams seem to do is you schedule those tough out-of-conference games, especially against teams that are in Maryland or whatnot. Can you talk about how those games get your team prepared for moments like this right before tournament time, and how important are those for you guys as far as your programs are concerned?
Picking up games, non-conference games that are going to challenge us is important. There's a little bit of strategy to it because you want to pick up teams that are going to have winning records, because our opponent's strength of schedule is a huge factor in getting us seated where, at number 1. So the 2 teams that we played this season are both playing one is playing in the 4A state championship in Maryland on Saturday, and one is playing in the 3A state championship. So, we're challenging ourselves, but I think Delaware has some great field hockey, and being able to play challenging games is important to us because not every game in our schedule, brings that challenge. It brings different challenges, but as far as having those competitive games day in and day out, adding those non-conference games that will do that for us is important.
Yeah, and we think the same way. It's all about being tournament ready, and some teams in our conference don't make us tournament ready, so we have to search out. We pick up a team from Maryland every year, and lately we've had Padua, who's the second seed, and we look for those teams that will, one, give us points, but also prepare us for when we see tough teams.
Okay, now later on in the second half of the show, we're going to be talking to two football teams here with a big rivalry with Delmar and Woodbridge. And Kate, I'm going to start with you. Cape Henlopen and Delmar, you're starting to build a nice little rivalry here in field hockey, which is a gift to all your fans. I mean, not just Cape and Delmar, to field hockey fans. It's a game that everybody looks forward to, and you can tell by when you go on Twitter and see the results, the amount of people that are so you know there's people watching. Do you feel it brings more attention and excitement to your sport of high school field hockey?
Yeah, I think definitely. I mean, anytime you play Delmar, it's like the whole town comes. The parade comes to Lewis. So it definitely has that excitement. The stands are packed. It's all orange on one side, blue on another. It really gets the community involved in it. People you don't typically see at a field hockey game come out to support the Cape Delmar game just to see good hockey, because, I mean, I think every year we're both strong and we're both well prepared, and two of the top teams in the state.
Right. And Coach Hollamon, about these two teams, when number one and number one meet, now that you're in different divisions, does it bring energy to the game and again to the sport?
It absolutely does, because the talent that's on the field with the players, player for player, we've always matched up pretty well, and I think that whole nother level of intensity that comes with that game, you know, players out there playing physical, playing intense, wanting to win, that it's just a whole nother level of competitiveness when Delmar and Kate play each other.
And I mentioned about Kate's mom being a longtime coach at C's Rodney and Central, and I got to add that your husband's the baseball coach at UMES after a stint at Parkside, so a lot of sports in the family, which probably drives both of you. You've probably grown up with this quite a bit.
Oh yes, that's all that happens in my house. Sports and sports.
So I really appreciate you guys coming on board, and hopefully, you know, we can start covering some hockey games if you didn't play at 4 o'clock. You know, start bringing some hockey to the forefront and to the state of Delaware, because I think, like I said, you two teams bring a lot to the table when we talk Delaware field hockey.
I'm working on Dave Hearn getting us turf and lights, and then you can come cover us.
All right. But when he retires, you can become athletic director and schedule your show.
All righty. All right, well, thank you both for coming on the show, and best of luck in the tournaments coming up and continued success going forward. So up next, ladies and gentlemen, we got Woodbridge football program coming on. Coach Manlove and a few players coming on right after the break here on 302 Sports Weekly.
Thanks, ladies.
Congratulations on the win. I did your game against St. Mark's actually the other day. Appreciate it.
So after you answer your question, just go ahead and pass the microphone and don't have to move. All right. Who's the engineer? Okay, you can, that's it. You can use this one. And when we get started, it gets loud, so we have to kind of look at each other. So more so, you already know your question. I just have to go tell when you're getting done. All right? So we'll just make eye contact.
So you start right here. You start with one, right?
Yep.
Cool. We'll just go right off.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus: wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group, Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
And welcome back to 302 Sports Weekly. We continue our tour. We are live here from the Buffalo Wild Wings in Rehoboth Beach, and we are proudly to be joined by Coach Ed Manlove, Gabe Westcott, Brock Keeler, Josh Probst, and Troy Haynes from the Woodbridge football program. Thanks for joining us, guys. Really appreciate it.
And Coach, I'm going to start with you. As you're heading off into the sunset after this season, after a long career, stops in Middletown, Laurel, and Woodbridge. And first of all, congratulations on your long coaching career and teaching career. We appreciate it. But when we talk rivalry games, you've been part of 3. And as a head coach, you were part of the Laurel Seaford Lions Club game, which is a big game. And then this weekend is the Delmar Woodbridge Kiwanis Trophy game. And coming in from the outside, how fast did you learn the importance of this game to the community?
Well, you know, this is what high school football is all about. You know, this is why we play. This is why we coach. You know, it's excitement for the kids. It's excitement for the community. You know, being around it my whole life, you know, this is why we coach. And, you know, it's a great opportunity to get out and, you know, sometimes when you're not even playing for much, just to have that last game with a rivalry, you know, it makes it all worth it. So, you know, it's exciting. You know, it's been a long time. I've been doing this for 30 years of rivalry games. So, you know, I think I got one more left in me, so I'm looking forward to it.
Now more importantly, how quickly did you learn that rapid scrapple is the only scrapple that you eat?
Well, fortunately, I grew up on rapid scrapple.
Okay.
Being from Middletown, that was like steak to us. So,
right.
You know, so I've had it for all my whole life. So I guess that's probably what drew me to Woodbridge was the rapid scrapple.
Right. Gabe, I'm going to go to you. And over the past decade, there's been a Westcott playing on the Woodbridge football team. It said maybe a season or two, and you and your brothers are very tight. I've known the family for years, and when you put that blue jersey on Friday night, you represent the Blue Raiders, the community, and as your mom calls you, the Fab Five. Talk a little about the pride and energy you play with when you put that jersey on.
I try to bring a lot of pride when I put on the number 2 every Friday night, and every time I step onto the field, I try to bring all the energy I can, execute every play to 100%, because you never know when it's your last.
And talk a little bit about the Westcott tradition, as it ain't done. There's one more coming.
Not done yet.
Right.
One more.
We'll talk about a little bit about your brothers playing before you.
It's kind of something I've always looked up to. Every Friday night, getting to watch them execute on the field, and it's kind of brought me to where I am today, pushing me harder and harder.
And Brock, this one for you. You've been kind of the quiet leader of this team and one of several 4-year starters throughout the years. Can you just talk a little bit about the chemistry of your senior class and how you guys have been through those 4 years until now?
Well, most of us guys have been together since we were 6 or 7 years old. So this year makes about 10 years we've been playing together. It's just a special group. These guys are like my brothers, so it's just a really special group, and I really love these guys. Absolutely.
And if you can hand the microphone to Josh. And Josh, this is a rivalry game on Friday night. It's about small town high school football, communities. They turn out for these games. Let's go back to 2016 if we could. Woodbridge had never been in a state final in football. I think the only state final, maybe basketball in like the late 80s. Your community turned out for that game. Talk about the feeling, walking onto the field in Delaware Stadium, seeing that crowd, and then bringing that state championship home to your community.
You know, it's great. We're a small town, don't have a whole lot else but football. So, you know, it's really great that the community turned out for us, really showed their support, and I was glad that we could bring it home for them. Not just us, but everybody.
All right, if you could pass the mic to Troy, please.
And Troy, this one for you. The term "you're just one play away from being in the game" kind of fits you perfectly. Back when you were a freshman, you were called right in the game, played quarterback, and ever since then you've been running this offense. How has coaches confidence and trust in you since that day have allowed you to perform in this offense till now?
Yeah, his confidence and trust in me helped a lot. Him showing that he trusts me and what I do on the field, it gives me help. I mean, it helps me execute plays. It's basically like I'm another coach on the field where he lacks, I pick up. I can tell everybody their jobs whenever I need to. So, I mean, it helps a lot.
Okay, and Coach Manlove, when you at the end of this year, as we talked about, you retire and you end your career with a pretty successful group of seniors, and most of them were 4-year starters for you. Talk about this group of seniors and what they've meant to Woodbridge football.
Well, they've meant a lot. Pretty much everything. They won the first state title, and they've been in the playoffs all 4 years. Not many high school kids can say that. So, it's a special group. They've done everything we've ever asked of them, and just look at them. You want them to be your kids. They're the kind of kids you want to hope to have someday. So I'm proud of them. They made me look really good at times in our coaching staff, but it's because they work hard and they want it. So I'm really going to miss them. I'm going to miss the whole thing. But this is the perfect way to end a career with a group of kids like this. Because win or lose, they're great kids. They're going to be great citizens, and you can't ask for anything more.
And a little anecdotal about these two towns. You enter Delmar and you see the sign Delmar, the town too big for one state. Bridgeville's got its own little interesting sign when you enter. It's actually famous around the country. If you lived here, you'd be home now. Gabe, you're nodding your head. Talk about that a little bit. It's been around since the 30s. I mean, it's been a long time. Talk about the truthful of that. Bridgeville's home.
Yeah, it's home to a lot of people around here, and it kind of just brings us all together. It's like one little family, or one big family, I should say. And football for us is big around the whole town, so not much to do, so everybody tunes in Friday night.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Awesome. Thank you guys again. Special thanks to Woodbridge for joining us here tonight. Good luck with everything Friday night, big game, and hope you guys do very well. Thanks, Coach, and good luck with everything in the future. And that'll do it for us. Coming up next, Pat will be joined by the Delmar football program, and he'll sit down and chat with them. Coming up next, don't go anywhere on 302 Sports Weekly.
Where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
No matter where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
No matter where you are in life.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus: wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. To experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com. The Hadley Group is your local real estate
As a military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to 302 Sports Weekly. And now we are joined by the Delmar football program head coach Dave Hearn and players Tayshawn Dennard, AJ Angelo, and Trey Parsons. Fellas, thanks for joining us. How you doing tonight?
Hey, Coach, I'm going to talk to you. As a former player, now a coach at Delmar, and Friday night you'll take part in the 59th Kiwanis Trophy game between Delmar and Woodbridge. Can you talk a little bit about how special this rivalry game is to the communities?
Well, it's my 32nd time as a player and a coach, and it's always about the players. So it's always about these guys, and over the years, I've known almost everybody's been in it one way or the other, and it's at the end of the season. I don't care if the records are, nobody's won a game. There have been years where neither team had a win going into the final game, and it's still maintained that special position. In other years, we've both been in the hunt, like this year.
Right.
And so it just holds something special as your last game. If you're a senior and it's your last game, that's a big deal. It used to be on Thanksgiving Day. I played in several of those on Thanksgiving morning. It was associated with the Laurel Seaford game, which is always a big deal. And then when the state tournament started, it kind of lost a little bit its luster. But then some of these years here recently, it's been a big deal for us, both teams, and the communities always come out. Sometimes get bad weather, sometimes great snow, all that stuff. It's just a special time of year to play football.
Now, Coach Hearn, I'm a graduate of St. Elizabeth. We played you guys year in and year out. I just want to tell you the utmost respect I have for you and your program. Always classy, always well coached, and extremely disciplined. Just wanted to pass along my admiration for you. Now, over the past 3 years, this game specifically has had some sort of Southern Division implications to it. This year, it is the two best teams, both 5-0 as far as in conference, for the Henlopen South title. Does that provide more energy for the game, not only with the teams, but with the two communities?
I'm sure the communities it will. I have a feeling it'll be a full house up in Bridgeville, and both teams will pour out for that, or both communities will. For the players, I don't think, just because of the way it's set up, I don't know that adds anything extra for us or for them. Both teams, I think, will be sky high because of that extra. Then you've got to control yourself. You've got to be able to control emotions and still play your game and not try to do something that's out of character for you or for anybody. And they're well coached. Ed and his guys do a great job. They've got great athletes. They've got size. They've got speed. You talk to Ed and his guys. They are something special. He's got a great group of seniors, a big group of seniors. They've been together. They won a state title together. So they are obviously one of the best teams in the state. We'd like to think we've gotten there too for the second year in a row. We've got a great group of seniors as well. It's a small group in comparison, but they are special. They've been together in our program for multiple years. They're smart. We've got speed. We've got all the ingredients, and so it should make for a great game on Friday night.
Now, AJ, you're Benny's comeback player of the year. He just wanted me to throw that in and mention that for you. Last year, obviously, you go down with a tough season-ending injury in week 2. But you supported your team. You won a state championship in a very impressive fashion. Now you're back under center. Talk a little bit about the process of coming back from that injury and how excited you are to be playing football again.
It was definitely a long process. There's a lot of rehab and working out to get back in shape and to come back and play, especially with all the good players we have to even get a spot on the team. But it's definitely great to be back out there. Last year it was great, to be there supporting my team to the state championship. It was awesome. But it's definitely a great feeling to be under center out there playing with my teammates and being able to help them win.
And Tayshawn, just wondering, what did you have to eat here tonight?
Some barbecue chicken wings.
Ooh, okay, because anybody that can score 8 touchdowns in a semifinal playoff game, I want to know what that guy eats. So my future grandchildren are going to eat it. So it's chicken wings. I got that. Thank you. I appreciate it. When we talk Delmar football, and I've covered quite a few Delmar games over the past couple of years, the offense is very well known for the dive and the double dive, and that's a play that you have taken to the house a lot in your career. Talk about your team's execution of that play and what makes it so successful.
Definitely a lot of hard work during practice to execute where our alignment should go, especially where the running backs can see the holes, get through the holes, and be explosive through the backfield. It's all about getting the team right and see what's best for the team, and then execute from there on the game nights.
Now, Trey, whenever Benny covers these Delmar games, and we keep an eye on them as well, coming from up north, leading north, there's always nice home crowds, and I can remember as a player, it gets nuts there. It seems like the whole town closes down. Can you tell us what it's like to put on the blue jersey, play in front of that home crowd, especially when it gets rocking for big games like this one?
It means a lot. Our town is very supportive of what we do, and so just to know that no matter where we go, we're always going to have a large fan base, and we just want to come home with a win for them.
And the three of you, Trey, AJ, Tayshawn, and Trey, the man at the table with you has been a big part of Delmar football for over 20 years as a head coach, and one of the most well-respected coaches in the state and the Henlopen Conference, without a doubt. And he's won over 200 games, 5 state titles. Tell us what Coach Hearn has meant to you as players in this Delmar program.
Coach Hearn has definitely meant a lot to us. He's not only a great coach on the field, but off the field he also cares a lot about his players, which I think earns the respect, of everyone out there, and makes us want to play hard for him and help him increase his success as a coach.
Dave, you want to pass the mic off to you to Trey? Same question for all of you.
Definitely a funny guy, good to be around. Serious when you need him to be, but when it's time to be serious, definitely it gets us in the right mindset. Make sure the team is always straight. Also, he looks out for the players outside of football, during football. Just an overall well coach.
And finally, Trey.
Just like what AJ said, I mean, he cares a lot about on the field, but it's more than that too for him.
And Coach Hearn, thank you for coming on over, bringing your players with you, and we boast a lot of admiration for you and Coach Manlove, and just something about the Henlopen Conference and Sussex County football, and this game in particular. This is the second year in a row we've covered this game because it's a big one, and we appreciate you guys supporting us here on 302 Sports.
Thanks very much. Hope it's a great game.
Hope so too. Hope the weather stays away. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. That's it. I'll be down there. I'll be giving the sideline report, so I'm hoping I don't have to bring the umbrella out of the exact way. Coach Hearn, guys, thank you very much for coming on to the show. Best of luck this weekend, and also best of luck going into the playoffs as well. There we go. Delmar football right here on 302 Sports Weekly. We're going to break down the game a little bit after the break. Stick around right after this. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
As a military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
As a military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
As a military wife.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to 302 Sports Weekly. We just spoke to the teams, Delmar and Woodbridge. It'll be coming at you. So 302 Sports, South game of the week, 7 o'clock Friday night. Number 1 versus number 4, Benny. This is about as good as it gets.
Oh, absolutely. What we have this Friday is a big-time rivalry game. Happens to be for the conference championship as well. These are the last 2 teams to win Division II state championships. Woodbridge 2016, Delmar 2017. So 1 versus 4, the past 2 state championships. You can call it the rubber match if you want. It's a big, big game. Both teams have star players: Dennard, Lilly, Trader, Westcott, Kane, Keeler. We know these guys are going to bring it Friday night. What I'm looking for is the role player. Is who's going to step up and have a big time game. You know, a Trey Parsons, an Angelo, Richard Massey, or maybe a Troy Haynes. Those type of guys that are stars, but not the big star power as you know, Jamon Kane and a Tashawn Dennard. Who's the guy that's going to step up and have this big game that we're not expecting? That's what this game could boil down to if the heavy hitters are going at it. Let's hope the weather's good, because if the fans turn out for this game and the play on the field matches the energy around it, the Kiwanis Trophy game will be a classic. I also think these 2 teams, I think they're evenly matched.
I agree.
Quarterback battle, Troy Haynes and Angelo. Running backs, Tashawn Dennard, Dante Trader, Jamon Kane, Richard Massey. Receivers, Gabe Westcott, Brock Taylor, Trey Parsons, Zach Covington. I could go on, but I think you get what the excitement of this game's going to bring Friday night.
Absolutely, Benny. And you mentioned weather, right? That could be a factor in this one. How do you feel if it is rainy, it is windy, and the field is a little muddy? How does that affect both of these teams, if at all?
I think it might affect Woodbridge a little more because they run more of a wing T offense. You know, a lot of 3 yards to the side to go 8 yards up, whereas Delmar's famous for the dive and the double dive, right? But both teams throw the ball. Woodbridge may have to go there. They have a great left-handed quarterback in Troy Haynes, and an outstanding receiver in Gabe Westcott. And they got some others. And I tell you who's got good hands, and we don't see him catch the ball much, is Keeler. So you might see Keeler maybe move out from a tight end if it's raining and muddy to maybe a slot or a split, and get the ball to him a little bit.
Yeah, and absolutely. Probably one of the best matchups we're going to have a chance to see all year long. I know I'm really excited for it. I'll be tuning in on 302 Sports, unable to make it. But now that leads us into our social media aspect here, our Twitter breakdown, and what the fans are going to say.
How do you always get it, Nick? How do you always end up with it?
Well, I was just about to say, Pat, why don't you tell us what's going on Twitter?
Yeah, so we went to you guys on Twitter, right? We asked you who's going to win this big-time game between rivals. 155 of you voted, which we applaud. We love that. 78% say the Wildcats of Delmar are going to get the job done against Woodbridge. So the people who've spoken are saying Delmar by a wide margin.
And we know last year from the Spring Awards, Delmar's got a social media game.
Yeah,
they won a ton of Spring Awards last year, so they got a social media game too. So
absolutely, and we will see exactly what happens. Once again, Friday night, 7 o'clock. Another game to keep an eye out for is our 302 Sports game of the week as well. Number 1 Middletown versus number 2 Hudson in a big time implications in Division 1. Benny, this game, I mean, this is right up there potentially with.
I might have to wake up and get the Hodgson early, or maybe watch the game on 3 or 2. I want to see this in person. You know, a lot of people are not giving Hodgson a chance in this game. They're 9-0. You don't go 9-0 unless you're together as a unit and you're playing good football. Let's remember who they beat in week 1. They beat Sussex Central 26-6. Yeah. A lot of people aren't giving Sussex Central a chance either. Yeah. You know, they're playing. I don't care who you play when you're shutting people out. You know, that's serious. So I think Sunday I'm probably going to have to decompress. You know,
great weekend.
Do some meditation after these 2 games because we've got 2 of the best games this season, Friday and Saturday on 3 Sports.
And we look at Hodgson, we look at Middletown. If you look down their schedules and their performance, both teams really haven't had that many close games all year long. Their victories have been by a wide margin. So I'm excited to finally see 2 teams like that meet up on Saturday. So it should be a good one.
Absolutely. I mean, and is this the year Hodgson gets over the hump? I mean, they were a young team last year, kind of burst on the scene. Now this year, it's pretty much the same cast of characters.
I went up there on a Wednesday to get some pictures, and they're a big time team, and they got some beef around that line.
They do, and they're still young. I mean, they got a really great sophomore class. So we're going to see. I mean, Middletown's been the class this season, especially. We're going to see exactly what Hodgson can do. Once again, Nick, we went to Twitter. We asked you guys, what do you think? What do the people of the great state of Delaware think? 139 votes on this poll, and they're saying Middletown. They're rolling with the Cavaliers, 73% to 27. Benny, is it going to be that lopsided? Because I don't think it's going to be.
Could it be that lopsided? Yeah, it could be that lopsided. I don't think it's going to be. It's going to be how Hodgson comes out and takes the first punch. You know, they come out, if they absorb that first punch and punch back, we're in for a football game. If they come out and they don't take that first punch very well, yeah, possibly Middletown. And I say that because Middletown has the experience, state finals 2 years in a row. You know, they've been a program that's not just on the horizon. They've been here for quite a while. So it's all how Hodgson absorbs that first punch of the game.
And that not being, I mean, those are 2 fantastic matchups, probably at the top of the list. But then I look down, we look here at some other matchups scheduled for this week, and we've got some great ones on top of it. Number 10, Caesar Rodney at number 4, Dover, Friday night at 7. Dover looking for a possible first-round bye there. Riders trying to finish up their season with some pride. Is Dover for real?
I haven't seen them yet, but, I mean, they're putting points on the board.
They are.
I'll tell you right now, this is the Civil War. And, you know, when they say throw the records out, with these 2, history has proven throw the records out. You know, CR hung with Central for 3 quarters, and it got away from them in the 4th. Let's see how the CR defense handles this Dover offense.
Speaking of throwing the records out, potentially up north, one of the biggest rivalries in the state's history. Nick, you were a part of it. St. Mark's Sally's, dude.
Oh, the Holy War.
It's unbelievable. I mean, just speaking for me personally, I've been going to those games since I was 7 years old. So then, having a chance to finally play in them and just be on Bay. I mean, you played at Beta, so you know the stands and the way everyone filled up there. It's an environment like few else. So
that's it. Number 10 at D2 St. Mark's, number 5 D1 Sally's. That'll be Friday night at 7:30.
Yeah, that's going to be a great one. And then we look up another great one. Number 7 in D2 Tower Hill at number 3 in D2 Friends. Saturday, 2 p.m. Both teams probably be in the Division II state tournament, but the winner most likely to have a home game there. Benny, you think anything about that?
Yeah, and again, we saw it just a couple years ago. Friends they went to the state finals, and I believe they lost at Tower Hill in week 10 that year. It threw the seedings into a tailspin. But the game to watch in Division I is William Penn. William Penn could sneak into the state tournament with a 5-5 record.
This year it's 6-4. I mean, it's that strength of schedule comes into play. But yeah, no, Tower Hill, another team. Keep an eye on them, right? They're like the great unknown for a lot of people. Right. And the last couple of years, they've been right on board with a potential playoff berth. Keep an eye on the Hillers.
I agree.
Keep an eye on the Hillers.
Some Tower Hill fans in the back.
Yeah, we got some fans keeping it going. Just a reminder, not only do you get great football this weekend, both Friday night and Saturday, we will be bringing you live the football playoff bracket reveal show Sunday morning. Once the committee is done meeting, there will be no better way to get your football Sunday going in the right direction than tuning into 302 Sports and seeing who is playing who in the state tournament brackets, right? If it ended this week, we went to Jason. We usually go to Jason for this. He's listed them. He's seeing D1 right now. As Hodson is the 1 seed. Sussex Central is 2. Middletown is at 3. Dover 4. Sally's 5. Appo 6. Apple and William Penn tied. They play each other this week like you talked about, Benny. That could be a winner goes to the advances type of matchup. And Sussex Tech plays St. George's. They're right behind. They're probably not going to get in, but just the...
Right, it's going to come down to a bonus point somewhere or a head-to-head. Sussex Tech and William Penn were facing the end of the season, and they have really, man, wish there was a 7th spot because these two teams have come on in the last half of the season. William Penn controls his own destiny right now.
It's a shame that there's not a lot of Division I schools around. Otherwise, you could make it bump it to 8 playoffs like Division II. And the playoff rankings, according to Jason, going into this week, AI would be the number 1 seed, Delmar 2, Friends 3, Archmere 4, the Hillers of Tower Hill at 5, Howard to be at 6, Woodbridge 7, dangerous 7 seed, and DMA, through all the adversity that they've gone through this year.
And Woodbridge could end up at 8 if they lose Friday night. And if I'm AI,
I'm scared.
I really do not want Woodbridge coming to them.
That would be an unreal
friend. That would be an angry Woodbridge.
It would be. And DMA at number 8, Milford and St. Mark's outside looking in. It's going to take a lot for them to somehow sneak in the playoffs. So we're going to keep an eye out. Crazy Week 10 upcoming. And like we said, Sunday morning, you will find out the official brackets then and there. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back. We're going to recap some local, college, and professional stuff. Get into your players of the week and your top plays. Right after this, we wrap the show up.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lowes, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
At every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
And then the last two are St. Mark's. Read option handoff when the kid throws it for a touchdown.
Products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools, promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or plan
Watch the second half of it.
we're
Listen to it.
experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Milk Creek Shopping Center, 3577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique image, new vision.
We're back here, ladies and gentlemen. 302 Sports Weekly. It's time to wrap it up, Nick. Let's get this going rapid pace. We're going to start our local college sports coverage with Goldie Beacom women's soccer. They gave a valiant effort, but was handed a tough 2-1 defeat to Holy Family in the CACC semifinals. They finished the year 15-5 and 11-1 in the conference. So far, they've enjoyed a remarkable campaign in which it broke the school record for most wins, most conference victories, most home wins, and a team record 63 goals. Sophomore Alana Speaks, formerly of St. Elizabeth, was named first team All-League, and freshman midfielder Milena Mediato, junior Jana Fannin from DMA and St. Mark's respectively, were second team All-Conference, and Coach Dan Frick was named the league's Coach of the Year. Congratulations on a great year.
A lot of accolades there. Now over to Wesley Volleyball. Mary Getty from AI DuPont recorded a career-high 12 kills and 9 blocks for Wesley. She collected a hitting percentage of 46.2, and Getty also added 4 digs and 3 service aces. You might know Lindsey Berg from Conrad. She dealt out 19 assists and 8 digs, while Liza Hackendorn from St. Elizabeth registered 7 kills, 7 digs, and 3 blocks. Wesley finished 2018 season 14-17 and 3-3 in the conference battle.
Let's move right along. Wesley men's soccer, 4th time in program history. I'm sorry, this is Wilmington University soccer. I apologize. 4th time in program history that their soccer team was selected to participate in the Division II NCAA East Region Tournament. They earned an at-large bid, number 5 seed in the bracket this year. They head to Lemoyne. They're going to take on the 4th seeded Dolphins of Lemoyne on Friday at 1 p.m. The winner will face the top seeded Adelphi, who are the first-round bye in this year's tournament. So best of luck to Woodbridge Soccer.
Absolutely, good luck. Now on to University of Delaware sports. We get it started with volleyball. The Delaware volleyball program dropped a 5-set thriller, 3-2 to Hofstra. Andy Hannes had a team-high 23 digs in the match, while freshman Samantha Davis, who you may know from Ursuline, had 11 digs in the loss.
Going right along to UD football program, you know a little bit about here, Nick. Ray Jones of Hodson, he would get the Blue Hens on the board first. When he came off the outside and tackled Albany's back in the end zone for a safety. That's how this one started off. Third of the season for the Delaware defense. They were up 2-0 early in this one, and this was a must-win for UD, especially with playoff implications on the line. Defensively, 5 different players had at least 7 tackles or more, led by Troy Reeder Salesian, and he had 8 on the day. They forced 3 crucial turnovers, including 2 interceptions, one by Reeder and one by Charles Bell, who tallied his 300th career tackles at Blue Hen, something only 17 players have done in school history. The senior Kenai Kane, he got the game-winning touchdown. He punished his way 52 yards and 2 TDs. The game winner, they come out of that victory, I believe it was 21-16. 21-16, and they're moving right along.
Yeah, big win for them. Now over to Newman, where we look at field hockey. Chelsea Kalasia from St. E's, one of the Newman University field hockey team, was named the first Atlantic East Conference Player of the Year, so congratulations to her. She was also named first team all-conference, led the Atlantic East in points with 24, including 11 goals and 2 assists. Of her 11 goals, is ranked second in the league. She had 4 game winners, so again, congratulations. And Newman finished the season 9-8 overall, Pat.
Now let's talk a little Newman men's soccer. They made history this past Saturday afternoon. They picked up Newman's first ever Atlantic East Conference Championship, 3-1 victory over Cabrini, another local rival there. Gavin Ford of Salesianum formerly, he led the way for Newman, a pair of assists, I should say, on the afternoon on his way to MVP honors. The Knights also received goals from Marlon Trejo of Sussex Tech, Ainsley Reed, and Nick Testa on the day.
Now we look over at some more CAA football. This time it's Towson, number 15 Towson. Came back from down to 18 to tie the game in the 4th quarter, but fell to number 23rd ranked Maine. Shane Leatherberry from Delmar led in receiving with 6 catches for 63 yards.
Let's go Towson volleyball. Let's check in on Emily Jerome. The women's volleyball team, they had a 3-0 week last week. That's incredibly impressive. And Emily Jerome, the freshman, formerly of Padua, she led Towson's attack efforts. 11 kills on just 19 swings. That's a 474 hitting percentage. Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, she's been spectacular. Now Michigan football, Brandon Watson from Red Lion. Number 5 ranked University of Michigan. We saw that they routed number 14 Penn State in a big win, 42-7. In the final 2 quarters, the Wolverines intercepted Nittany Lion quarterbacks twice, and 1 interception was returned 62 yards for a touchdown by Brandon Watson. As you know, Wilmington ECA, Red Lion Academy.
That's it. Let's go to West Virginia. They got a big win. Yeah. Former guy David Sills here. He said, horns down. Sorry, Joe Potts. I had to do this for you. Horns down.
What a
Texas
game.
There. They won a thriller. 42-41 over Texas. They went for 2 for the win. They said, we're not going home in a tie. To go for 2 to get the dub. David Sills on the day, 6 catches, 97 yards, 2 TDs in the win. He's unbelievable, one of the best receivers in college football.
Yeah, and he's been keeping that up for years.
He committed to USC in 7th grade to play quarterback.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin, you had the wrong position. 2-time state champ Robbie Rosa from Milford earned a starting spot at 125 by winning his wrestle-off at 17-2 technical fall in the Vikings purple and orange match. Rosa is currently ranked number 4 at 125 in the Heart of America Athletic Conference, so good luck to him with the upcoming season.
Let's check in with some professional athletes that hail from the great state of Delaware. First, let's check in with Chris Godwin from Middletown. I started him this week in my fantasy team. He had an okay game. I ended up getting a win. That's all that matters. 2 catches, 40 yards in the loss to Carolina this weekend.
Yeah, but now over to the Cleveland Browns. Brian Buddy Calhoun from Del Castle, 1 tackle in the loss against a very, very good Kansas City Chiefs team, so way to get in the box score.
And let's keep it going with Deron Harmon from the team up north. We like to call them the Patriots. 3 tackles in the win over Green Bay. That's a big job, especially against Aaron Rodgers.
He's been doing it for years, too. Seems to got a couple of rings. Now we look to the Minnesota Vikings. You know Brian O'Neill from Sally's. Started in 4 straight games for the Vikings. Has now played a total of 8 games this season. And I saw on Twitter the other day, he's one of the highest rated offensive lineman rookies that are out there. So congratulations to Brian.
The Pro Football Focus. Yeah, and we're going right into our Players of the Week. We'll start with the girls' winner. Hails from St. Mark's, the junior phenom in volleyball, Savannah Siemens. 49 kills, 30 digs, 4 aces, 5 blocks, and a pair of tournament wins over Caravel and Smyrna. Impressive from Savannah.
Very impressive. And then we look over for the boys, our winner, Dennard, the senior from Delmar. Is he still here? He might have to bring him up again. Rushed for 171 yards and 3 touchdowns, and returned to kickoff 99 yards for a touchdown and a 44-36 win.
Let's go right along. It's time for everybody's favorite part today, top 5 plays. Here we go. Number 5. We've seen this before. Isaac Barnes to Shaheem Williams, 30-yard touchdown pass. Watch this. Barnes. And we saw this early. Look at Williams. One man miss. Whoop! Makes another man miss. Mama, nobody's going to catch him. There goes that man again.
I'll tell you, Pat, you were right about those Golden Knights. They've been rolling ever since you said that.
I'm telling you, they're very disciplined. They're a good team.
Number 4, we saw this earlier. Aiden Sanchez to Devin Smith. You'll see it again here. Smyrna down 14-0, but don't tell Smith that. Devin Smith makes the defender miss. What vision to see him coming. Breaks 2 more tackles, and then shows off the speed as he gets down the sideline. Nobody going to catch him.
Look at the celebration, too. I mean, that's Max Appert on a celebration. Get up there.
Love to see that energy.
Fly, Eagles, fly. That's what they say. Number 3, Kevin Ferries. Watch this punt return from Salesiana. 53 yards. Might have jumped a little early, but we're going to let that one go. And the camera, that's how good this punt was. The camera finally catches up, and now look at Ferries. Nobody's going to catch him. Gets a key block there, cuts it in. Touchdown, Sal's. They got a big-time win with playoff implications on the line. He got up on the celebration.
Look at that wall
pass. I
pack.
believe I can fly, he said.
Great wall, the setup there. Now we're looking over to St. Mark's for number 2. It's Christian Coleman to Blake Sanders. We were probably thinking, isn't Jelani Bryant the quarterback? Well, you are right. Here comes a little belly read action or speed sweep to Coleman, and he's just going to pop. Look where he puts this ball, Pat. He's not a quarterback. Oh my goodness.
I saw this live, and as a former Viking, it broke my heart. That's an impressive throw by Coleman. Looking like his brother was on a baseball team. It's incredible right there. He turned around and he literally yelled out, "Are you not entertained?" It's incredible. Here's Jameer Danley, your number 1 play from AI, 76-yard punt return. We got ourselves the quality cam here on the sideline. It's awesome to watch from this angle, to be honest with you. And watch him. Whoa! Going up. He went to floor 12. He left the person there at floor 4. I mean, those ups right there. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, that was incredible.
The ref was memorized. He was even in the way. He couldn't get out of the way. He was caught staring there.
That's like Underdog. You ever watch Underdog when you were a kid? Going up. That's what that reminded me of. It was incredible, actually.
That's funny. Yeah, bringing me back there, Pat. Some great top plays, and you saw them. So some great stuff overall. Tonight we had some great guests, and again, finishing up, we'll be on Tono. We're continuing our tour to some other places. But we were here in Rehoboth Beach tonight. We had a great crowd, and it was a great show, I think, Pat.
Absolutely, man. And make sure you go to look at this. I mean,
we're showing it again.
Is that on the camera right now? We have that on the screen?
He's almost over the first down. Like the chains are that high.
It's unbelievable. Sorry, I know you people at home are probably looking at me like, what is this man rambling about? They have it
rewind it and pause it.
But they at least jump. Maybe we'll screen grab that, put that on social media. And you can tag him in it and make sure he checks it out. Yeah. It's impressive. But like we said, once again, thanks, like Nick said, to everybody who tuned in. Thanks to all our guests tonight. And thanks to our sponsors. Without our sponsors, we would not be able to do this without a doubt. And go out and support them. Make sure you tell them that 302 Sports sent you there. So got a lot coming on this weekend. Make sure you watch the games. Friday night, we got Delmar, Woodbridge. Saturday, Hots in Middletown. And then Sunday, you find out who's making the playoffs in football Sunday morning before you watch your NFL game. So for Nick Alcedrini, for Penny Mitchell, for the whole crew behind the scenes, Len Evans, Nick Halliday, and Pops, always in here. He's the enforcer. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you Friday night.